Here's the latest video of Mark Zuckerberg talking about free speech on Meta or Facebook. So we'll be breaking down this video. It's about a 5-minute video. I am excited because obviously I like free speech. I believe people need a voice, and what Facebook has done over the last 4 years, I personally find it disgusting how they've treated people. However, what Mark Zuckerberg is saying here, I like it. However, I still have my concerns. So we'll be watching this video. I haven't actually watched this whole video. I've watched maybe 1 minute of it. I do like it, but we'll be dissecting it. So let's get started straight away.
Hey everyone, I want to talk about something important today because it's time to get back to our roots around free expression on Facebook and Instagram. I started building social media to give people a voice. I gave a speech at Georgetown 5 years ago about the importance of protecting free expression.
Okay, so again, I like that, but over the last 4 years, during COVID, I can't even see. The thing with Facebook is I can't even say the word because they've banned millions of people. They've restricted millions of people just for saying the word. So he's talking about free speech. However, I don't even feel like I'm allowed to say the word. So that's not free speech. But I like the fact that he's trying to bring free speech back to the platform.
And I still believe this today. But a lot has happened over the last several years. There's been widespread debate about potential harms from online content. Governments and legacy media have pushed to censor more and more.
So government. So where I'm concerned with Mark Zuckerberg, I don't know if he's a good guy or bad guy. Trump won in 2024. So in 2025, he's the president of the United States. So I don't know if this is Mark Zuckerberg just switching teams because it's better for Facebook. It's better for him to make money. He met with Trump, I think it was 2 weeks ago at his house. He's also got Dana White, the president of the UFC. He's now on board on Meta, which is amazing. And now he's coming out with this stuff. So that's good, Mark Zuckerberg. However, where was Mark Zuckerberg 4 years ago during the pandemic? Yeah, how he was restricting everyone, banning everyone for saying, anything about the what. Just, I don't understand the whole flip. Now, he's talking about the government. So maybe Mark Zuckerberg has always been a good person and a good guy. And he had to listen to the government because obviously if you don't listen to the government, you get fined, maybe you get put in prison. I don't know the whole thing about how the government works, but obviously if you've got a company like Facebook, you need to listen to the government. And if they're telling you that you need to restrict people for saying certain things, then I kind of guess that you have to do that. So maybe Mark Zuckerberg isn't the bad person that we think he is. However, we still don't know, yeah? Because this could be him just switching sides because it's better for Facebook. I don't know.
A lot of this is clearly political, but there's also a lot of legitimately bad stuff out there. Drugs, terrorism, child exploitation. These are things that we take very seriously, and I want to make sure that we handle responsibly.
Correct, but what about porn? What about scammers? There's porn everywhere on Facebook. I always report porn maybe 2-3 times a week, and when I report it, I see more of it. And even worse is you go to report porn, but then it doesn't go against policy. Meanwhile, they restrict you for saying certain words or saying something that's a sarcastic joke, and they restrict you for violence, for an example. So they allow porn on the platform and scammers and hackers, but you're not allowed to say certain words, or you're not allowed to say anything remotely sarcastic. So, yeah.
So we built a lot of complex systems to moderate content. But the problem with complex systems is they make mistakes. Even if they accidentally censor just 1% of posts, that's millions of people. And we've reached a point where it's just too many mistakes and too much censorship.
Correct.
The recent elections also feel like a cultural tipping point towards once again prioritizing speech. So we're going to get back to our roots and focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our policies, and restoring free expression on our platforms. More specifically, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes.
Hallelujah. So, for those that don't know, and again, this is going on Facebook, maybe put it on YouTube as well. But the fact checkers, for those that have researched what was going on over the last 4 to 5 years, the fact checkers were basically a company paid by Bill Gates, yeah? And he was putting his minions or the workers inside of Facebook, inside of these social media companies to basically tell the system or the algorithm that a certain post was incorrect or went against policy. So these people were getting restricted and banned on social media for simply speaking the truth. Now, I like the fact that this is more about community notes. It's not about fact checkers. It's about people in the community having a voice. So I really like this and the direction of Facebook.
Similar to X, starting in the US. After Trump first got elected in 2016, the legacy media wrote nonstop about how misinformation was a threat to democracy. We tried in good faith to address those concerns without becoming the arbiters of truth. But the fact checkers have just been too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they've created, especially.
I kind of like this as well. So what he's basically saying is it wasn't Facebook that was banning and restricting people. It was, but it was more so to do with the government and the fact checkers that were putting flags on people or getting people against policy. So I kind of like what Mark is saying here.
In the US. So over the next couple of months, we're going to phase in a more comprehensive community notes system. Second, we're going to simplify our content policies and get rid of a bunch of restrictions on topics like immigration and gender that are just out of touch with mainstream discourse. What started as a movement to be more inclusive has increasingly been used to shut down opinions and shut out people with different ideas, and it's gone too far. So I want to make sure that people can share their beliefs and experiences on our platforms.
There's only two genders.
Third, we're changing how we enforce our policies to reduce the mistakes that account for the vast majority of censorship on our platforms. We used to have filters that scanned for any policy violation. Now, we're going to focus those filters on tackling illegal and high-severity violations. And for lower severity violations, we're going to rely on someone reporting an issue before we take action. The problem is that the filters make mistakes, and they take down a lot of content that they shouldn't. So by
millions. So Facebook's AI system or software sucks. You just need to Google demonetized by Facebook, Reels demonetization, unoriginal content demonetization by Facebook. There's millions and millions of people all are getting demonetized by Facebook for literally no reason. And I have been personally unmonetized on one of my pages for unoriginal content, even though all the videos were filmed by me. And it's taken me 16 months, and I've spoken to over 100 support people on Facebook, and they just keep telling me the same thing. Just keep posting original content. The AI system will monetize you again. That was 16 months ago. And it's not just about me, it's about other people doing the right thing, and they're being demonetized for literally no reason. And even worse, they demonetize you, but they don't actually tell you what videos are flagged. You're supposed to be a psychic and just know out of the hundreds or thousands of videos or posts that you have on your Facebook that you magically know exactly what one it is. Like, they don't tell you. And this is why millions of creators have stopped using Facebook and they're using YouTube and TikTok now. So again, I like the direction of what Mark is going, but why is he going in this direction now in 2025 when Trump has won? It's smart. However, if Kamala Harris won, would he be doing this? I don't know.
Dialing them back, we're going to dramatically reduce the amount of censorship on our platforms. We're also going to tune our content filters to require much higher confidence before taking down content. The reality is that this is a trade-off. It means we're going to catch less bad stuff, but we'll also reduce the number of innocent people's posts and accounts that we accidentally take down. Fourth, or bringing back.
See, I personally think if they keep running with the AI software where they accidentally restrict or ban millions of people, even though he says it's 1%, that's still millions and millions and like tens of millions of people that are being restricted and banned for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Facebook need to bring back Facebook support of people that actually can help you, that look into your account and help you, rather than just send you copy and paste replies of you just like Facebook support is useless. It's absolutely useless. And I've got friends that are spending hundreds of $1,000s a week on Facebook ads. Most of my friends and me over the last 10 years have probably spent billions of dollars. Most of my friends are doing e-com. They spend money with Shopify, drop shipping, building their courses, their brands, literally spent billions of dollars on Facebook. And some of these people have been restricted and banned for literally no reason. Their ads go against policy because they use the word free or whatever. Meanwhile, you report scammers, and I'm sure that you've seen this on Facebook. It's usually a good-looking girl who's roughly 18 to 25 years old. They send you a friend request. You click on their profile, and all their friends are from Nigeria or Africa. It's clearly a fake account. So you go to report that account, doesn't go against policy. You report porn, doesn't go against policy. You report hackers and scammers, doesn't go against policy. Meanwhile, you're a content creator doing the right thing, and they demonetize you or ban you for no reason. This is why a lot of people dislike Facebook now. Again, I like where this is going, and I like the switch on what Mark's doing. However, why now?
Civic content. For a while, the community asked to see less politics because it was making people stressed, so we stopped recommending these posts. But it feels like we're in a new era now, and we're starting to get feedback that people want to see this content again. So we're going to start phasing this back into Facebook, Instagram, and Threads while working to keep the communities friendly and positive. Fifth, we're going to move our trust and safety and content moderation teams out of California, and our US-based content review is going to be based in Texas. As we work to promote free expression, I think that it will help us build trust to do this work in places where there is less concern about the bias of our teams. Finally, we're going to work with President Trump to push back on governments around the world that are going after American companies and pushing to censor more.
That little part that he just said, I believe is everything in the video. Governments are putting pressure on social media companies, and that's why Elon Musk bought X, giving people free speech. Because before Elon Musk, and there's 50% of people that love Elon, and there's the other 50% that hate Elon. You know, people on the left, people on the right. However, we all should have free speech. We all should be able to take a supplement and our bodies are covered in hives, or we get really bad asthma from a supplement. So then we should be able to do a post on Facebook or YouTube or do a video and talk about it. But what's happened is you do a video about it and you're banned, you're restricted. It's absolutely disgusting. And I don't want to go into it any further because, again, I don't know how free speech Facebook is going now. It's just a matter of time. We just need to wait and see what happens.
The US has the strongest constitutional protections for free expression in the world. Europe has an ever-increasing number of laws institutionalizing censorship and making it difficult to build anything innovative there. Latin American countries have secret courts that can order companies to quietly take things down. China has censored our apps from even working in the country. The only way that we can push back on this global trend is with the support of the US government. And that's why it's been so difficult over the past 4 years when even the US government has pushed for censorship. By going after us and other American companies, it has emboldened other governments to go even further. But now we have the opportunity to restore free expression, and I am excited to take it. It'll take time to get this right, and these are complex systems. They're never going to be perfect. There's also a lot of illegal stuff that we still need to work very hard to remove. But the bottom line is that after years of having our content moderation work focus primarily on removing content, It is time to focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our systems, and getting back to our roots about giving people voice.
Yes, but you need to get rid of the AI software that's banning and restricting people for no reason. And if people have hacked accounts, and again, you just need to go on Google, YouTube, it's everywhere. You Google just been hacked on Facebook or hacked on Facebook, and there's literally tens of millions, maybe even hundreds of millions of posts, comments, people complaining that their accounts have been hacked. And some of these people have lost their accounts for no reason because Facebook do not help you. And I'm verified on Facebook. My account was hacked last year, and it took me 3 weeks of trying to get my account back. 3 weeks. They were spending money through my ads manager. They stuffed up my business manager. Um, they stuffed up my account, and it didn't matter how many times I contacted Facebook or spoke to support. Nothing really happened. No changes. Happens to so many people. So there needs to be a better system. Not only that, demonetization, posts being taken down, people getting restricted. And that only happens, sure, you can have an AI system that flags certain things, but you need to be able to talk to a real human being that can go through your account and say, look, Alan, your video about mindset has been flagged because you talk about XYZ. So this video needs to be deleted. Then I can simply delete the video, and then the flag or the policy violation is taken off my account. However, how Facebook works is they flag your account, they tell you that you've been demonetized or you've done something against policy, but out of 1,000 posts and videos, they don't actually tell you how to fix it. So then you're left using Facebook with policy violations and demonetization, and then you're trying to do the right thing, but because Facebook don't actually tell you how to fix it, nothing changes, nothing works, you don't know what to do, you're confused, you're frustrated, and as a result, you stop using Facebook.
I'm looking forward to this next chapter. Stay good out there, and more to come soon. Hey everyone.
So, what do you guys think of what Mark Zuckerberg is saying? I personally like it. I do still have my concerns though. I don't understand why he's flipped a 180. But I also agree with what he's saying about the government's taking control and getting him and other social media companies to basically run by their rules. So I don't know if this is Mark Zuckerberg wearing a mask and he's trying to play the good guy in this because Trump's won and now he's got Dana White on his side because that's better for Facebook and him making money, or is this just Mark Zuckerberg? He's always been a good person and he's been held back by governments. Governments have told him that if he doesn't do something, then he's going to get fined, put in prison. Who knows? But he has to listen to the government and do what they want, even though he hasn't wanted to do it. I don't know. I've still got my concerns. However, if Mark Zuckerberg is being genuine here and honest, and these are the rules set in place for Facebook moving forward, then I'm really, really excited with what Facebook is going to achieve in the next few years. But yeah, what do you guys think in the comments? Let me know if you're excited. Are you for this? Are you against it? Do you believe in what Mark Zuckerberg is saying? Do you think he's a good person? Do you think he was held back by the government? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.